Welcome to Chasing K-Dramas, the podcast that dissects popular Korean dramas episode by episode. We dig into the characters, themes, and everything in between. I'm Chrissy Choi, and I'm here with my co-host,
Dulcé Sloan. Crack, crack, crack. Bow, 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 bow.
Hello.
What's heading in?
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I got back. I was on the road over the weekend. I was doing New York Comedy Club in Stamford, Connecticut.
Oh, yes.
So I had 4 shows there, and then on Sunday morning I flew to St. Louis, and then I did 2 shows for Flyover Comedy Festival, and then I flew back today, and I landed 4 hours ago.
When it wasn't raining as much.
As much.
Yeah.
This rain, I was like, oh, people don't. There's this comic, I cannot remember who said it, but this was years ago, like I first moved to LA, and she was like, whenever it rains in LA, people go, what is this sky water? Like, it's
people freak out.
But also it's so much rain, bless you, that like I was glad to not see people driving fast, but I also did not take the freeway on the way here.
So the other night we were, so I'm an orchestra concert on Saturday.
I wish
I know, but you were away, so I knew you were going to be gone. But I was on the 405 driving back home. It was around 10:30. It was raining, and I was like, oh, and you know in 405, like I don't know which
coming
direction.
up where the mountains are.
It's like you're going down when you're toward. It's like when you're going home almost. Like you're coming from Santa Monica and you're going home in that direction.
Up and then you're going down again before you get to the 101.
I was like, okay.
That has to be scary as shit.
I was like, okay. People were very, very going slow. I was very proud of us, and I was like, okay, this is different because in the South we don't have like hills like that,
and when we do, we still don't slow down.
Yeah, well,
it's slip and slide records down there because it's like, because in Florida, you can see a storm coming. It's so flat, easy. But like if you're in like North Georgia, it's
Georgia is Atlanta is very hilly.
Yeah, so like, and if you're down like in like East Point and stuff like that, like just certain parts of the state. Yeah,
but I guess what I'm saying is like the interstate isn't like.
Not usually, no.
Yeah.
Usually an interstate is like, we've taken the time to flatten this out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be so, like I said, slip and slide records. Because why?
Yeah.
I was but I was like, there's no way that I'm going to get on an interstate, a freeway, a highway. Yeah. I took surface streets here because, you still live close.
Yeah. So we do. Yeah. We're not
like,
far.
And I saw I was like, it's going to take me.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't trust them. And then it's that brain where like, even if you have brand new windshield wipers and they're on high, it's still hard to see.
Well, Thomas's car yesterday, we were driving and he was like, I can't see anything, my stigmatism. And I was like, I think he may have to replace his windshield wipers. Because I was thinking about that today when I was driving and I was like, because mine didn't get so blurry or like the water, like it takes care of the water. But it wouldn't take care of the water as much, so.
It was like mine was taking care of the water, but it was still kind of like this residue on there. But when I stopped and parked.
It's the residue. Yeah, that's tough.
It's crystal clear. And I was like, what is happening? These are brand new windshield wipers. This is a brand new car. When does this come out?
After Thanksgiving. The week after Thanksgiving.
Okay. So, December 4th and 5th. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be in Burlington, Vermont.
Okay.
At the Vermont Comedy Club.
Okay.
Because Vermont in December is a good idea.
It may be really pretty. You may get stuck there, but it may be pretty.
Listen, I am not Olivia Pope, okay? I'm not trying to be in Vermont like that, all right? I don't like being cold like that. After I do that show in Burlington, I'm going to be announcing the dates for next year.
Cool.
Because we're still outside.
Yes.
But before we get to the 8th episode of Genie Make-A-Wish, we have to tell y'all to not forget, because we are in the middle of our Road to 10,000 Sarangees campaign.
Yes.
So we're trying to hit 10,000 Sarangees by February 26th.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. If everybody that follows us on Instagram
or
TikTok would go subscribe
on the tube,
on the YouTubes, we'd easily be there.
I know.
But I do think, because like we started recording this like November of last year.
Yes. Oh my God, it's been a year.
It's been a year.
Wow. It's been a year since you've known Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Thomas.
It's been a year. Wow.
And y'all still don't know what he looks like. He's like Wilson from Home Improvement. So we're on the road to 10,000 Sarangees. Help us hit that by February the 26th. Tell your friends about us. Have them join. And we have our official fan club, Club Sarangees, on the Substack. That's chasingkdramas.substack.com, where you get bonus content. You can read our newsletter for $6 a month. Now, the newsletter just came out.
Yes, I did oh my gosh, yeah, I just released it. And I ended up, instead of recapping an old drama, I did a run through of Disney Plus's new slate, which it is insane. The slate is insane. There's going to be a lot of cool dramas coming up in 2026 for Disney Plus Hulu. I don't know if they've combined yet, but it's very exciting. So check out the newsletter. There's one that I'm very excited for. It's called oh my God, I'm forgetting the title, but it's with IU and Pyeonusok, who's the really good looking kid from Lovely Runner. But it's a rom-com where IU plays the second daughter of a chaebol family who marries the second son of the royal family.
Of Korea?
So there's a little bit of fake royal
because that lady died recently.
Yeah, and I love it. I love when they bring faux monarchy into these K-dramas. Super excited for that.
Because listen, if it wasn't for the Japanese,
we would have still had a royal family. That drama looks good. And they have a handful of other ones that we talked about. So we may have to, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. So I wanted to say this. I was on Netflix. So Netflix added 20 old SBS dramas, okay?
Really? I love an SBS drama.
Secret Garden, I started rewatching today.
Wait, I saw Secret Garden, and then what? Suspicious Partner popped up.
Suspicious Partner, I Can Hear Your Voice.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh, so many. Oh my God, Master's Son. That's a drama that I talked about. It's a handful of really good ones from the 2015 era.
Since we do current and we do rewatch.
I know. I think we should just do a classic rewatch. Oh, and my God, and then we have to talk about this Dynamite Kiss. Oh,
I've been trying to figure out if I'm going to start that.
Freaking good.
I was trying to figure out if I was going to start that.
Oh no! You need to watch it. That is a classic Korean rom. I'm so glad they did this. Oh. Listen, I actually love Genie Make-A-Wish. It's been so much fun. But this Dynamite Kiss, though, I'm like...
Okay, so we've got
too much.
old school. So it's Dynamite Kiss.
Yeah.
Prince.
Or... one of these old ones.
So, in today's drama chase...
Yes.
We are diving into episode 8 of Genie Make-A-Wish.
Yes.
And so our key moments are the 20-year memory gap mystery deepens. Mm-hmm. We discover... Hunbish,
I think.
Hunbish's true identity, and Kyung is pushed off a cliff. Which, here's the thing. It's kind of like if you see a gun or an animal in a show, you have to know what happens to them. And so they were showed that cliff so many times. I was like, there's no way that someone's not falling off this cliff because she keeps going too close to the edge.
I know.
So
somebody's peering over.
So yeah, there's no way that. So the episode picks up immediately from episode 7.
Yes.
And so Genie is giving a stern warning.
Yeah.
Back through time.
Yes.
To the young man.
Yeah.
It's basically just rattling up the past, right?
Yeah.
And so, first of all, the acting on this little boy.
He's a good actor. And he's speaking Arabic.
So, he's speaking Arabic. Angel speaking Arabic.
Everyone took Arabic lessons.
I was like, yo, I don't know how Arabic is supposed to sound.
It sounds pretty. The kid sounds very accurate.
The kid sounds. Everybody sounds good.
I know.
Because in that point, when it's and I can't. And it's in episode 9 where where Angel and him have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because the boy will flip into multiple languages.
Yeah.
In the same time. So they're at the mansion, right? And Hunbish is interrogating his men, trying to figure out how Shadi escaped. And he learns that someone helped him leave.
Yes.
And all he says is old boy's name. Let me tell you something. I have never seen, when it comes to slitting somebody's throat, the way he just rolled past them, I don't know how they rehearsed it. I don't know how they practice it. But usually somebody comes up behind somebody. It was a drive-by. I did not know you could slit somebody's throat to drive. He just walked arm behind. He wasn't even looking at the man when he did it.
This drama is very violent.
Yes.
Like, because it's cable, right? Or because it's Netflix, excuse me. I
Right.
feel like they have a lot more leeway. So, like, The Glory was like this too. But this in particular, there's a lot of like,
Blood.
there's blood and there's a lot of slashing.
Because, like,
There's a lot of knife work. There's a
the-
lot of violent punches.
well,
It's
the
pretty
only
violent.
time you ever see stuff like this is in a saguk. Like,
Yeah.
to see this much blood.
But you don't even see, like in Saguk, it's like kind of implied. You're like, "Roar," and they did fall. This is like,
Oh, no, saguk,
you see the slicing.
No, in a saguk, you're seeing a sword go
Yeah,
through
but
a
you're
body.
not like, it's not like a knife, like literally, blood came out. I was
You'll
like,
see
oh
like
God.
somebody get cut across the back.
Yeah, but never like this kind of like, you know?
It's what it is in a saguk is that someone's dying. No one's dying unnecessarily, right?
Yeah,
As in,
this kid he was in mid sentence and he's just like explaining, and he wasn't even explaining. He was like miming.
he was doing sign language.
He was sign
He
languaging.
already can't talk.
and he,
Then, Sunbae, the whole old boy from school,
yeah, Chunu.
he hops up and he was like immediately throwing up.
Well, because now you kind of know, because in the beginning we weren't sure whether he was a bad guy too, he was part of the plot.
Right.
But clearly he is just a tool that they're using,
The
right?
hired hand.
Yeah, he's a hired hand
'Cause
and
his
he's
little boy
puking.
needs a dad.
Yes. And then we find out that basically what this Hunbish kid was doing, he planted a trap for Shadi.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted Shadi to reach out to Genie. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
I planned all of this. You fell into my trap. I wanted
I knew you were going to put everybody to sleep.
Yes.
Because you were trying to figure out how to get out of the string yourself.
Yes. So I knew you were going to do this. So thank you for doing my deed, right? We learned that Hunbish's true goal, right, is to get the lamp. He wants to become the owner of the lamp and become master of the universe. This is what Jafar did at the end of Aladdin too, right?
I mean, all
This
you got
is,
to
you know.
do, and then Shadi slips and refers to him as Khalid.
And then everyone's like,
No, we can't use his government name.
so, okay. And then we jump where, oh yeah, they left Kyung in the lamp.
They sure did.
Before they did. And she's like, she's mad at them. She goes out to the living room and Miju, Halmoni is there feeding Sade. And he's eating like potatoes. And then they're testing, right? The thread question that you had. So basically.
Because she's in the lamp swinging this string at him.
So they decide to test it out, okay? So I think what she does is she wants Halmoni, she asks Halmoni to tie it on her. And then she is able to untie it. And then she's like, okay, put it on Genie. But when Genie does it, or she tells Genie to tie it onto himself, it's heavy. As soon as he grabs it, it's heavy. It's very difficult. And then Halmoni tries to cut it with scissors, but she can't. She can't
break it, she can't cut
So
it.
she runs off and she's like, let me get these like garden shears. Let's just like chop him off, right?
Now, mind you, she's already cut his hand off once.
Yeah. And then they realize that the thread is actually not black. It's covered in blood.
Yeah, that's what Sade says.
Uh-huh,
He said, yeah, he's like, smells like blood.
Then there's a scene. This was very disturbing. Okay. So we go back to Hunbish's mansion.
Yeah, this was weird to me.
Okay. So,
I'm like, how long has this little boy been nuts?
right. So Chinu, the Sunbaenim, right? He's throwing up and we discover that he's doing this because he has gambling debts, right? And Hunbish and his cronies are paying it off for him. So he's basically stuck with this
Because-
kid, right?
Even though they never explain why everyone calls him father.
But we discovered though, because the mom does a voiceover and we go back in time and basically it's like there's a bunch of orphan children. They're all
That were
Korean.
being tattooed.
They're being tattooed, and what it seemed like was they would eat each other,
If they couldn't get meat.
right? That was implied, right? So this
'Cause
is
it seemed-
cannibalism,
And
right?
I was like, watching it, and it was like, well, they were trying to bite this other kid because just they were weak.
yeah.
And then it's like, well, they gave them some meat, and then they were like, they ate the little bit of meat, and then went back to biting
Yeah,
this
and
kid.
then the voiceover basically, she's implying that it's survival of the fittest.
Right.
So that's why they call him Hunbish father. So like I think
because
what
they're all
happened,
orphans.
all orphans. So I think those people, right?
The guys
with him, the guys with him were all those children.
But how old are they then?
I don't know. So like I couldn't, maybe they were also, maybe the ring, maybe he has powers too. I couldn't figure this out.
Because when you remember when they first introduced that family, you see a tattoo on one of the...
All of them have the tattoos.
One of the henchmen's hands. And then you show them doing the tattoo, but it's like, did they all grow up and then now they're also
Immortal?
hundreds of years old?
Maybe. That's why I thought that was them, because they were all getting the same tattoos.
Unless
because in
he's
the very
always-
beginning scene, the men have those tattoos.
Unless he just keeps orphans on deck because no one can watch them, and if
Just
you
like-
murdered them, nobody cares.
Yeah, but the cannibalism, I was like, this is dark. I was like, what
It
is
was
happening?
interesting, and I was like, okay, it's like when if they can't get the meat they need, they'll just eat the weakest one. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, it was a little weird. And then we jump to a cute little scene with, of course, Miju and Minju. It's like, will they, won't they? There's a little romantic line here.
Minji and Miju.
Right? They're at the coffee shop. She's helping Halmoni, all of that.
And Halmoni is, oh, beauty really is pain. Because, like, we've all had a shoe that, like,
I
messed up
know.
an ankle or something.
You always
And
have.
So they're at the little cafe. And Minji promises to protect Kayon's secret
It's very sweet.
and defend her from the rumors. And she's basically saying, like, well, Kayoung doesn't have feelings, but she is a good person.
Yeah.
And then Halmoni's like, oh.
I know.
And takes her hand and she's like, oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Kayong and Sangtae, right?
These two.
Sangtae is watching the YouTube video of the YouTube couple, right? He's talking about the death, being like, oh, the pelvic bone shows that it's a woman, like blah, 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 all this stuff. And he is laughing maniacally. He's so excited, right? And he likes the video, right? But then that night, Kayong visits him, okay? And she goes up to him and she's just like, hey. She gives him the bag of hair dye, okay?
But before that, she gives him the evidence. She was like, here's a piece of the tail light with blood and hair on it.
Yes. So she's like, hey, I know what you did. This is the hair dye as well, right? Mm-hmm. And then basically she's like, oh, she calls the hair dye his signature. It's just like, it's so fun what you're doing. You know what I mean? So she's trying to like kind of trick him into believing.
Because he's like,
that
I
she's
knew you were like me.
I know. It's like she's excited by this because she is also a psychopath, right? So she tells him that she's willing to be partners with him only if he cleans this mess out. Because she's like, I'm not messy like you.
Right.
You're messy.
I wouldn't get caught. You
I
don't
wouldn't
get
get
caught.
caught. You're leaving evidence left and right, right? And he's like, oh, okay, you know. And then Sangtae's like, I always knew we were like similar because they go back to this
A flashback
I'm
of
so
them at a
sorry.
funeral where some man farts while he is bowing and everyone's cracking up.
Also, why is this the scene to show that they're both psychopaths?
Because I guess they don't find the awkwardness in the
I know, but why is
There's
that the
so
scene?
many other ways to show that they don't express emotions the way
Because
other
they were
people
laughing
do.
at people farting.
Because
Oh my
it's
God.
because somebody, there's a line that someone said.
It's really funny.
It's very funny. It was just like, oh, I guess he got all his emotions out or something like that.
It was so funny. I was like, what's happening? So Genie's shocked because Genie doesn't know what Kyung's up to. So he's just like, so they go back and then he, you know, and she tells him, actually, my plan is she wants to recover the body. She doesn't want to turn him in because if she turns him now, he's just going to wish it away. Right.
They never. Oh yeah, because he's gonna get out of away with it with a wish.
Yeah. So she's like, so I have a plan. So she wants to find the body first. Right. So she tells Genie to hold on to the notebook. Right. So because her notebook has all the
Wishes.
evidence. Right. The
Yeah.
wishes. Right. And to return it only when Sangtae goes back in time to clean up his mistake. Okay. So basically she's like, hold on to this. When Sangtae goes back in time, wishes to go back in time to clean this up, that's when you give me the notebook.
Give it to my past self.
Yes. Okay. And then she also brings up the whole 1061 on the lamp situation, the 20-year age gap, right? Or
Right.
memory gap, right? So she's like, you lied to me. You said you were stuck for 983 years, but guess what? Your lamp was created in 1061, so I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, I have no idea. I don't look at you. Look under your floorboards. I've never looked at it.
Which is a decent, like, again, like when I said
The
to that
cop,
cop,
yeah.
I'm never behind my own car. Meaning, do you look under your floorboards? And it's just like, he's not wrong.
Yep.
But he is surprised when he admits that he can't remember. Because, like, it's so long. It's like, how do I remember 1,000 years ago?
Yeah. So he is starting to kind of like wonder, okay? He tells Kyung, hey, why don't we go to Dubai? Let's go to Dubai because I need to ask one of my brothers about my memory, okay? Mm-hmm. So then they all decide to go. It's a family trip. They're on the Emirates plane. They got first class.
Mind you, Minji sees an ex at the airport.
Oh, yes. This was interesting.
And I saw that long stare moment, and I was like, well, what?
Okay, so she is definitely
a lesbian.
She is gay for sure. Now we know, right? Because it was these weird hints that we got all throughout the couple episodes.
Right.
But I like the fact that it's like definitive, so now we know.
Like, here's the ex-girlfriend. You've been flirting with grandma. But yes. I like where, like, Minji, like, because, like, when they land, Minji is like, hey, I didn't see you in first class. Where were you? And she was like, oh, I arrived by lamp. And he's like, what?
He's like, shh.
But I guess my question is, why was grandma in the lamp?
Also, why would they put that in? Why couldn't they all just take first class together?
I'm going to understand, like, Sade and Genie. But as much as they love to eat, why wasn't everybody just in first class?
It just felt really unnecessary. Okay, so they land, and they're all going to get good food, right? But then Genie's like, nope. Kyung and I have to go and do some business, okay? So they go to Old Town.
Handle some business.
Business, okay? So now they go, and they find Genie's ex-girlfriend, Jinniya. Okay, so Kyung rubs her, like, it's not even a lamp. She's like
it's
like a fountain. It's like a wall fountain.
It's more thing. It's like a relief, because it's like because it's like the picture of a vase. So it's not even actually like, it's like the picture of a lamp, but it's like an oil lamp, and it's like in the wall. So it's like, how the hell is anybody supposed to find this when she's stuck on a wall?
So she rubs it. And of course,
homegirl pops out.
Very beautiful Songyegyo pops out, okay? And then Kyung's like, oh, Songyegyo.
And she's like, oh, I copied the most famous face in your region of Netflix, which is also funny. Very funny.
That made me so laugh. So she's stunning. She comes out, and it's interesting, right? She's annoyed that Genie's there, and she's just like, what do you want? I want my dish set back. I want my Chanel rug that I gave you. Like, what are we doing here? And then she recognizes Kyung, and she's like, you're that girl. You're that little bitch. And Kyung's just like, what? I don't, what are you talking about, right? So that's interesting because Jinniya recognizes Kyung. Why would Jinniya, of all people, as a grown-up, right? So.
And then she also calls her a bitch. She's like, yeah, well, you're the bitch. And then Jinniya was like, oh, that's it.
I know. And she just like, she retorts right back. So Kyung like walks away. And then Jinniya takes Genie back into her lamp. Okay. I thought this was interesting because Jinniya looks like Jasmine. She has her little blue outfit. And then there's little, Raja. Raja was there.
Her little tiger.
Her little tiger.
So she's in there in her little Lisa Frank.
It's great.
It looks like a sticker.
I love her situation.
It's a gorgeous situation, but then it makes you think about like Genie's lamp.
I know.
Where he's like, he had one seat.
I know.
And then she is in this home decor dream. There is a water feature. There's slight fog. She's a butterfly.
Yes.
Like when she pops up, she's not sand. She's butterflies.
I know.
But she's a genie of what?
I think she makes the rain. That's what they said last time.
Yeah, she makes the rain. But then I was like, well, why is she butterflies when she appears? Why isn't she like raindrops or something? I don't know. Why isn't a big rainbow come out? Why didn't she clouds that come through? They should have
thought of that. So, okay. So they're chatting, right? So she basically confirms Genie's
20-year memory gap.
Right. So she's like, okay.
But I'm not going to tell you what happened.
She's like, I can't tell you. I'm not going to tell you anything. But then she tells Shadi, she tells him about Shadi, okay? Shadi had a half-human son, okay, who made carpets.
Listen, for you to know that your father is a magical being, but you have been reduced to child labor is wild.
Well, he was annoyed. Little boy was annoyed.
I'd be annoyed too.
And he was sick too. He was ill.
Was sick because he was asking questions, but I think that's in the next scene.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, we see Hunbish's real form.
Well, he tells her that, she tells him that the boy dies, okay? The boy died, okay? And then, and then we see Hunbish's real form, right? Which is an old, decrepit man,
1,000-year-old man.
Yeah.
And he's in this basement as he tortures, because like the voice changes.
And then he has the thread over Ashadi's mouth. Okay?
Right. Which makes me think that because like if the thread is heavy, then he should also be like dropped down. But I don't know, maybe he used a different string. But so Jinniya slips and he was like, after everything you did.
Yeah.
And so you find out that he got upset about something. And then Genie goes, wait. How do you know her face? She was only 8 years old.
And then she go,
Because it's like, why? Because it was like, no, he's like, no, she was 28. He's like, what? It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So you almost took out the whole city. And she's like, get out.
Yeah.
Because she's apparently not supposed to be telling him
yes,
what happened.
Yeah, and she's like, you better not tell anyone I told you anything. Okay, so she lets it kind of slip, okay? Now.
Because this is my question. If she's a genie, wouldn't she have also been in the war too?
Yeah, I think so. So, not all of them. So, later in the episode when Genie is talking to Sahara, right? He talks about how Sahara wasn't in the front lines. He was. So, there were certain people, I think, that were in the front lines, right? I think Genie was like a warrior genie, right? Iblis. Everyone else, it seems like they were part of it, but they weren't. They were doing other things.
It's like our brothers were fighting.
Right. So now Angel visits the brother Sahara, right? So Sahara lives in it looks like Mars almost. That's the only way to describe it.
It's like if a field was on, it looks like the field was on fire. But the fire's like not close.
Yeah.
Like how the sky looks.
Right.
When there's fire.
And then in the past, it was a beautiful, I guess, like garden almost. Well, not a field of like lavender, right?
Yeah, like different flowers, and it was all beautiful and stuff.
Everything was blooming, but now it's very, this brownish color. Okay,
everything like desolate. And he said, what should stay sealed, stays sealed.
Yeah, so Angel is threatening Sahara, being like, you cannot say anything to Genie if he visits you.
When your brother shows up, don't tell him nothing.
Yes. And what should stay sealed should stay sealed. So you need to keep your mouth, right? You need to shut your mouth, right? And then he also tells him that all of his seeds, right? His soul seeds are dead except for the immortal flower, which is where his home is, right?
Yeah, the giant flower that he lives in,
right?
So that's interesting. That's like that makes me think that like he must have been like a keeper of souls.
He was a keeper of souls. He was tending, so his garden was full of souls.
Right.
And
so it means like now he must not have any more souls to tend to. So it means that everybody died, but he didn't get new souls.
Right. So there's something that happened, right? So then Angel tells him, hey, don't forget about the past mistake you made. And he threatens him, okay? So he's basically, you need to keep your mouth shut. So now we know Sahara knows a lot. Sahara did something in the past. And it seems like he's getting punished for this ill deed that he did, okay? And then Angel goes back. And then Irem, this part too goes a little violent. Irem admits that she told Genie about Jinniya's location. Okay, so Angel's super pissed. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? How dare you do this without my approval, right? How dare you go behind my back?
Because this was my girl what moment.
Yes, go ahead.
So this is my girl what moment because it's like you created her deaf. So she couldn't hear heaven's secrets. So she couldn't hear heaven's secrets and then tell them to other people. And then he burns her voice out.
It made me so sad. Poor Irem.
It made me sad because I'm just like, also, why is there such wrath in this angel?
I know.
Like, you're supposed to be
not
Dulcé,
nice.
You're supposed to be
He's
not
not a chonsa.
He's not a chonsa. You're supposed to be a nice little angel. You're supposed to be helping folks.
Nope.
All he wants to do, maybe it's because he sees so much death. Maybe that's actually jaded him. Maybe because like also I'm sure being an angel of death, because it's like he's been an angel of death since the beginning of time.
I don't like him. He's abusive. He's mean. He's abusive.
He's abusive. He's not nice.
He was really mean to her.
I was watching it. I just went like, Angel. He's not Angel-nim.
Nope. No.
Is
He's
this
a little
another
dick.
Angel ajusshi?
He's a dick.
I think he's a psychopath.
He's a psychopath.
Psycho angel ajusshi.
Psycho angel. So this week, deep dive time.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Ahn Eun-jin, who plays our
Ahn Eun-jin.
Halmoni, our young Halmoni, okay?
Yes.
Oh, I love her.
She's killing it.
She is everywhere. I'm obsessed with her. Okay, so Ahn Eun-jin, she is one of those people, a lot of people like her because she's truly like, she just feels like girl next door, like your best friend.
People love a girl next door.
Girl next door, best friend. She's super like warm, funny, all of that. 34 years old. She gained recognition for her supporting role in Hospital Playlist. I remember her character distinctly. Hospital Playlist is a really good show.
I've heard about it.
Yeah. So I loved her in it, right? She is part of the class of 2010 at Korea National University of Arts, okay? This is a popular group because this class ended up becoming all like famous actors and actresses. So Kim Go-eun, Lee Woo-young, Imseon, Park So-nam, Lee Sang-hee, Kim Sung-chul, like all these people. She didn't start in TV. She was a theater and musical kid. She was in a musical. Her first show was a musical called The Sorrows of Young Werther. And then in 2019, that was her hit year on TV because she was truly everywhere. She was in Kingdom, Strangers from Hell, Diary of a Prosecutor, My Fellow Citizen, okay? And then she was in Hospital Playlist. Her character was silly, sincere, blunt, but incredibly competent. And the character's such a perfect preview of what she does best, which is messy human women who feel like your friend, right? They're your friend, not a stereotype. So she's like your best friend role. She was in other shows, The One and Only. It was her first lead role. She plays a terminally ill character. She was in The Good Bad Mother. She played a scrappy single mom of twins. And it was that show was JTBC's highest rated weekday drama.
JTBC.
JTBC. Yes. JTBC.
I cannot remember. There was like a good couple. Like it was a couple of dramas in a row that I watched that I really liked.
And they're all JTBC.
JTBC. And I was like, you know what? Come on, JTBC.
JTBC's killing it. She was in a drama called My Dearest, and she played a spoiled noble lady. And then she got the Top Excellence Award at MBC, and then she got a Paeksang. You may have watched it. Yeah, it's Haguk. She is a huge K-pop fan. Like she's a fangirl. She's obsessed with the Wonder Girls. Obsessed with them. She danced as an audition for her musical audition. She did a K-pop dance and she got in. She loves New Jeans' Honey. She loves BTS Jungkook. Like she just loves everyone. And she's just known. She like sits there. She like squeals about it in interviews. Like she's obsessed with K-pop, which is really cute. She had a haircut that was really popular. It's called the center part bob. And because of that, a lot of people in Korea got bobbed because of her. So it was like the bob fear, like a Jennifer Aniston situation. But now we know her as the lead in Dynamite Kiss. Oh, I'm so excited. It's so good. It's so good.
I would need
a
new one to start.
It is. I can't wait for Wednesday. Like I know I should be doing this drama right now. I know I should be Genie Make a Wish, but like Dynamite Kiss, oh my god. And the Korean title is Kiss는 괜히했어. So that means like I shouldn't have kissed him. But I don't know why they call it Dynamite Kiss. But I guess because in the drama he describes it as the kiss being dynamite, like dynamite. It's a chemical reaction. You're gonna love it. It's so much fun. Anyways.
Well, I think I'm in a phase now because like a lot of times like I don't like really love stories because they make me feel bad.
This is a fun one though.
Okay.
This is fun. It's every reason why people like K-dramas, it's this drama.
Okay.
It was at one point over the weekend, I was keeping track because I wanted to see if it was popular. It ranked like number 9, but it'll be interesting to see when it comes out on Wednesday if it goes back up in the charts. Yeah, but everyone's like all of Reddit, everyone's freaking out on Reddit. I'm freaking out about it. I've been like going to the SBS Instagram page with her handle, just being like, love it. I'm obsessed. Anyways, okay. Minji and Miji go shopping, okay? This is interesting. So Minji is telling telling Halmoni that Kayong, you know the pills that she takes and she goes to the doctor, she only does that to make Halmoni feel assured.
Right, but they're like sleeping pills and candy, basically.
Yeah, basically. So then Halmoni's like, oh, like she keeps a lot of secrets from me, you know? And then she buys Halmoni buys Minji her Jimmy Choo heels. Which
Because
is very
she's
sweet.
like, oh, I'm tall. I never wear heels.
And then Miju again is touched by Minji's warmth. Also, this scene, it just felt like product placement. I'm sure the government of Dubai, the Dubai Mall, Jimmy Choo, they were all sponsors. They just felt so freaking like they're in their little golf cart getting driven around at the mall.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
I said to myself, how rich you got to be to get driven around a mall? Can we be this rich to be driven around a mall?
It's too much. It's too much.
No, it's not. Because you can get driven around an airport. You just got to limp a little bit.
There's a random scene, okay? I Googled this to see if this like sword was real. It's not. There's the sword of Iblis, right? Is stuck into these rocks, okay? And legend says that only Iblis can pull the sword
Like
out,
a sword
okay?
in the stone
Sword in
situation.
the stone situation. Genie comes, pulls it out, puts everyone to freezes everything, does it, haha, okay. He puts it back in. Don't understand this part. But then Genie gets a memory, right? Mm-hmm. He sees a little boy
Holding balloons.
but then he has a flashback of a young boy carrying like a torch, like a fire torch, okay?
I thought about like when you watch movies and stuff about like how much open flame there was. I think a lot of shit probably burned down in the past.
I'm sure there has to be.
Because like you had to keep your house hot with fire.
I know.
I'm sure a lot of people died of carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Because it's like if your flue wasn't open to your chimney.
Yeah.
Or like that's why it's so smart. Like I don't think people think about how smart it is that like Korean people heat their house in the Hanuks, they would heat it from the floor.
You got to be careful because a lot of people would, like you said, die of
Carbon monoxide
poisoning. Yeah,
because it's insulated, but like you have to have a way for like the
that was
fumes
like
to get out. I'm sure that was
a storyline in old school Korean dramas, like people like committing suicide by sniffing that, getting carbon monoxide poisoning through that.
Because they would just turn on
or they would just 그게 영탄가스. That's the name. 영탄가스로 like they would like kill themselves.
Oh, it's like an American TV where you would turn the car on and go in the garage.
Yes.
Or putting your head in the oven. Oh, who's that? Olivia Plath or somebody like that? Emily Plath. They said there was a famous writer, and that's how she killed herself, was she put her head in the oven. And as a kid, I'd only ever seen electric ovens. So I was like...
Sylvia Plath?
Sylvia Plath, that's it. But like, I was like, how does this work? Because I'd never seen a gas oven before. So when I was a little girl, I was like, you just cooking your head? What's going on?
Oh, and then we learned about Minji's love life, okay? Right? Mm-hmm. So Genie's talking to Kayong, and he's like, hey, who is that woman that we walked by
at you
at the airport? And then Kayong's like, oh, that's Minji's ex-girlfriend. And we're like, okay. So we discovered that Minji's ex-girlfriend, they dated for 300 days because they were at their 300th anniversary, anniversary.
Which is this a thing?
Yes, Korean people have anniversaries for everything. 100-day anniversary, 200-day, 300. They got a lot of holidays.
Well, 300 is almost a year. I mean,
couldn't you just wait 65 days?
Well, it matters how you count your year.
So, but it's kind of sad because it's their 300th day anniversary.
And it's the day they break up.
It's Wednesday because it's Kamjatang Wednesday, right?
Kamjatang Wednesday.
Kamjatang Wednesday. So she's with Minji at dinner with Kayong. So basically, Minji has given up most of her love life to be Kayong's friend. Mm-hmm. Made me a little sad. And I was like, okay. So they broke up because of that.
Because she was like, basically, the woman goes, it's her or me. Yeah. And then Kayong's kind of like, why does it have to be me or her? You just date her and then you're just friends with me. And then Minji's like, oh, she just doesn't get it. But it's very much interesting. It's like, it's a much younger Kayong who hasn't had like all the emotional arc.
No, she's just like This come to tongue's this pork bone is real good. And she's
And
just
I
like,
mean, because the way, I'm going to tell you, the way she's going for that marrow reminds me of like an old, like I would only see like older relatives when they would eat like, they would like break chicken to get the marrow, like the chicken bones to get the marrow out. I never have figured out how to do that.
no.
But I was like,
I don't even know how to clean a chicken bone. Like eat it clean. I don't even know how to do that.
What you mean?
Like I there's always some meat on it.
What?
Yeah.
You're telling me when you eat wings,
Yeah.
there's still meat left?
A little bit. I don't do like, you know how you like strip it naked?
What I don't understand, which is very offensive to me, is when someone has the flat and they leave the meat in the middle and they don't open up the flat to get the meat out. That I can't condone. Because at that point you're wasting your money.
Okay. So then the reason why, this is sweet. The reason why Kayoung brought Halmoni on this trip was for Halmoni to see Kayoung's mom, right? Who basically abandoned Kayoung and lives in Dubai.
And abandoned her mother.
Abandoned her mother too. So Kayoung asked Halmoni when she was in her normal body, you know, hey, do you miss your daughter?
Because she was putting that patch on her.
I know. And then Halmoni's just like, well, she's never visited me, but you can just tell that she misses her daughter, right? So they go in front of the restaurant.
Because Kayoung got mad because she was like, my mom didn't deserve her mom.
I know. So she's watching, Halmoni is watching her daughter across. So Biju is watching her daughter from across the street. And she's just like, this actress, Ahn Eun-jin, she's such a good actress. She's so good. So she's just like sobbing as she watches her daughter. And then Kayoung is counting because she's furious. And she's counting her, listening to her clock because she's getting really upset. Back in Korea, Pogyong, the bitch won't leave. She's looking for Kayoung, okay? She's like banging on
her job.
And then Imseon, oh my gosh, she has also, the grocery store lady has gone off the deep end. She divorces her husband. She's quit her job. And now she is disowning her daughter, okay?
She got fired from her job. She's
Fired from her
divorcing
job.
her husband. And then she's disowning her daughter because isn't her daughter pregnant anyway?
Her daughter's a hot mess too.
But her daughter's like, were you just going to get rid of me? What are you talking about?
And then her mom freaks out. Imseon's just like, I gave you 2 chances and you wasted them. And she's furious with her. She's like, get out of here.
She was like, you resent me for being your mother. And she goes, I can't resent you too.
Then she calls Genie, okay? This is interesting. She calls Genie, okay? And then she says, her final wish is for him to erase her previous wishes, okay?
For him to forget that she made the first 2 wishes.
Yeah.
And it's like, how was that even supposed to work?
Right. So Genie's like, sure. But then Genie's like, you know, people always fall into this trap, right?
Because he said, if I didn't remember the 72-year-old man, how could I tell you the story?
Exactly.
And then that's when she has her Kaiser Soze moment. And then she loses her memory.
And then Genie's telling Kayoung about this, okay?
I was really hoping that things would go better for her.
For Imseon?
Only because it's like you want people to have a happy ending. But I also realized that things shouldn't have gone better for her.
No.
Because as soon as she got that manager position,
she was mean.
She started being disrespectful to her friends.
I think at the core, she just wasn't a nice person. I've always said this from the beginning because you can kind of just tell. Like, I could tell that she wasn't going to be a good person. Regardless of how she was treated at her job, just seeing her the way she was, you can just kind of tell all of these people. Well, other than the dog and other than maybe the YouTube people, Kayoung tells Genie, she's like, hey, do most people not beg you for more wishes after the last line?
I would fit.
Right.
That'd be the first thing.
Right. And then she realizes, oh, do they actually forget about the lamp, right? And then Genie tells her, yes. After the final wish, the master, the person asking for the wishes, forgets everything about the wishes and about him. So the key point here for Kayoung and Genie is that
she doesn't want to forget.
When Kayoung, makes her final wish, she's going to forget about him completely. But he doesn't forget about her. So she's upset, right? Because she's like,
Well, because she can't make her last wish now.
I know, and she likes him, right?
Because if she makes her last wish and she forgets him, and then it's like, how do you fall in love again with somebody you don't even remember?
And she's a psychopath.
And she's so
How
she
do
already had
you-
to do so much growth. So she meeting him, she did all this emotional growth. So she forgets him. Does she go back to what she was before, or who she was
Maybe.
before?
Okay, so then, Sade sees that Irem has lost her voice, and he gets so mad. He's
'Cause
like,
he
"Oh my
can't
god,
talk.
he took your voice too! Like, what do you mean?" So he like runs, and he like fucking bites. This is so funny.
He's biting him on the leg.
The human version of Sade is biting Angel's leg and won't
As
let go.
opposed to the Jaguar version.
So funny. Angel is screaming. He's like, "Get off me! Get off me!" And Edam's trying to. This is just so funny.
So Edam's beating it up because it puts you in the mind of like when the dog beat up the boys.
I know.
Where he ran and bit those kids. And so it's like Edam is hitting him. Because here's the thing. Angel could easily get shot off of him.
He could easily get shot. He's an angel.
He could have
Everyone's-
flown
and then it's so dramatic, and the genie pops up, right? And Genie's like, "Get off my Jaguar! What are you doing?"
beating up my mystical being.
And then, okay,
This
just I cannot.
Okay, first of all, so now they're in space. He
I
grabs him and throws him. He's like, "How far are you gonna throw me?" He throws him basically to like the end of the Milky Way. But then you cut to the little boy, his young, and they're fighting in front of the moon. And so it's like, okay, so we're not even getting our CGI correct. And but that one punch that Angel gets where he's like here, where it's like it was just like it's fun to see I can tell you I did not need any of their fight scenes.
the one that they must have been under budget, and they were like, you know what, go ahead,
throw them in space. But like they could have had this fight on the ground.
It's so stupid. They didn't even need the fight.
They didn't need it.
Genie's just like, what happened to the feather that I stole from you? Right? He's asking me all these questions.
He's like,
what
I don't
happened in those 20 missing years?
Like, I'm
you
gonna
got to tell me. Angel's like, I'm not telling you anything.
And I don't know what you do with my feather. You stole it.
And then Angel's finally like, listen, Hunbish is not Shadi's slave. Okay. Hunbish is Shadi's son, Khalid. So he tells him. Okay. So now we have that. So I just wanted to say, I find it very odd how these mystical beings, how these immortals are just like, they're not supposed to say anything, but they keep on telling him stuff.
I think it's because he was like, well, I'm not going to tell you about the 20 years, but I will tell you this other thing.
Just why?
But also, I don't understand why Shadi is letting himself. Why is Shadi being imprisoned by Hunbish in the first place?
By his
son. Why is he being imprisoned by Khalid in the first place? Is it because he feels guilty?
Well, I think we find out in the next episode.
Okay.
We'll talk about them more. So, okay. Final scene, okay? The cliff scene, okay? So, Kyung is hiking, okay? She's always over that cliff.
Because remember, when old boy was throwing up, the fake mom was like, get it together.
Get in hiking. You got to go buy a hiking
We're
outfit.
getting you hiking gear.
So,
Because God forbid he's hiking in dress shoes.
Chinu shows up, meets her, right? And basically he's like, hey, how many wishes you got left? And Kyung's like, oh no, red flag. She's like, oh no, what's going to happen, right? And Chinu's like, listen, I really don't want to do this, but can you just please tell me? I'm in a tough spot too. You have to tell me.
I got gambling debt. I had to come ask you this.
They're dangerous. They're crazy. Just please tell me how many wishes.
They're
And she's
killing
like,
people
"Nope."
all the time.
And then guess what he does?
And she was like, nah, dog, I ain't telling you nothing. And he was like, well, I apologize for the inconvenience, but boom.
And she falls, and notice she is terrified.
She's not laughing
she's
at
happy.
all.
Usually she's happy when she's falling off a cliff. She's like, ha, 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 usually, but she's scared. And she's thinking about everything she loves, right? Halmoni, Minji. She thinks about the frog. She thinks about the wrench or whatever that she
The auto
liked.
body shop,
The auto body shop. And then she thinks about Genie, which is very sweet because she does love him, right? And then Genie comes as the sand, saves her, right? And it's this like cloud, like sand. What is it?
It's
sandstorm. It's like a sandstorm.
It's like it's the waltzing sand.
Yes. Okay. And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, why? Because he thinks she tried to kill herself. He's like, why are you doing this? And she's like, no. I was pushed off the cliff. Like, I'm not trying to die.
She said, I wasn't trying to die. And she was like, is this what, she's like, this was really scary. Is this what fear feels like?
Yeah. Right. And then he's like, then why didn't you wish for me? And she's like, I'm not going to give up my wish for, like, I'm not going to do that to you. Because if I make a wish, that means that you go to hell.
Yeah. Because if she does a wish, but if she makes a wish to save herself, is that
is that selfless?
Because she's dying. So it's like, that seems very selfish if she makes that wish, because she's trying, like, come save me. And he hugs her and he's like, oh, you psychopath. And it's like, and then she gives him a big hug back.
I know.
And it's like, oh, they in love.
Yeah.
They're in love.
So it took a violent push off a cliff.
Listen, it took her, because if you think about, like, their first moment like that was him threatening her and dropping her. Yeah. And then he catches her because she's laughing.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to be saved.
Yeah.
Now he catches her to save her, and she's very happy because she didn't want to die.
It's a good full circle moment.
It is very much. See, this is why because I'm taking my writing class.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. You
gotta connect your dots. Your things have to make sense. Your moments have to moment.
It's like when you tell a joke,
right?
It always comes back.
You
always have to tie it, right?
You always have to tie it together.
I always love it when I catch that, when the comic does that. I'm like, oh.
We love a callback. Love a callback.
Is Kyung secretly the key to all immortal human conflicts?
I think with this group of immortals, yes.
So it's interesting.
Because she has the history with the genie from 1,000 years ago. And so since she did those selfless wishes, it's selfless, right?
Selfless.
So she did the selfless wishes, and then they became entwined in the moment she said, I want to, my last wish is to punish both of us.
Yeah.
But that could have been the end of the so-called entanglement, because now you have to figure out what happened. Well, like, if she was supposed to die and he was supposed to be punished, then why does Jinniya know what she looks like as a grown-up? So she didn't die, meaning that the conflict continued, because if she would have just died at 8 years old,
there would have been no conflict.
Then there would have been no conflict.
Yeah.
And then it's Genie making a deal with God. And so Angel being able to, so it's like Angel and Genie had an entanglement that was dependent upon humans and dependent upon Kyung. And then Kyung and Genie had an entanglement that was dependent upon her wish. And so, and then we still don't know how Genie relates to Shadi and Khalid, because we don't know, but Kyung is the one that wished for Hunbish to be immortal. And now we know that Khalid's son is in that Khalid's in this body. So it's she's kind of the catalyst for
everything,
for those things. Now, she has nothing to do with the conflict between Genie and Angel, but she does become a thing, because now Angel's coming to her being like, you have to make these self-righteous wishes so I can kill Genie. So now she's messing up Angel, because now that she's fallen in love with Genie, she's not going to make self-righteous wishes. Also, she didn't want to help Angel to start with, because she never trusted Angel to begin with.
So my other question is, then why doesn't just God get rid of all of them?
Because if we know anything about God doesn't interfere anymore.
But he kind of is, though, because he's like, hey, Genie, I give you 3 wishes. You got to,
Well, it's like these rules and parameters were set. But it's sometimes like people are like, well, if God is so great, why do good things happen to bad people? Right? It's kind of like the same kind of parameters where it's just like, well, if God is real, why did this happen? Or why does this happen? Or why did, human beings have spent all of this time trying to figure out the answer to that question, because we don't know.
It's interesting.
Because you don't know until you die. But once you dead, you can't tell nobody nothing.
So it seems like.
Because the question is, who's the actual villain?
Yeah. I think obviously Hunbish is a bad person.
Right.
Because he's trying to become the master of the universe.
But it's like, would he really be master of the universe? He can't become God. He can't rule Angel. All he can do, he can rule. But he's trying to be the master of all the spirits.
I think he's just trying to become immortal.
But he's already immortal.
He's half immortal.
No. The body he's in is immortal.
Oh, that's true.
He's half spirit. The body is immortal.
He wants power.
He wants power. He wants to be in charge of all the spirits. Yeah. But it's like, how does getting Genie's lamp make him in charge of all the spirits? That's what I don't understand. Because all it is a genie all it is a genie that grants wishes. So how, because he's half spirit.
Well, I think he's going to make a wish to make him the master of all, right?
But then that he be greater than God. And how can that happen?
It's basically what Jafar did at the end.
Trying to be God?
Mm-hmm. Remember, that was his final wish to Genie. He was like, make me all powerful. I want to be the god.
Oh, yeah.
And then Aladdin's like, what do you mean? You can't be the master, right? Mm-hmm. Because you're going to always have a genie who's going to have the power. And then he finally goes, okay, then make me a genie.
And then he gets trapped.
Yeah. Anyways, I love how we use Aladdin, the Disney lore, for, it's not even a Disney lore, it's whatever story that we want.
Because like because I think the original story from Aladdin was it one of the stories that
from Arabian Nights?
Arabian Nights, mm-hmm. Scheherazade tells the stories. Mm-hmm. So we are back next Wednesday.
No.
Next.
No. Next Wednesday.
Yes, next Wednesday.
I mean, I think we got our dates confused. I will make a note, but we're going to be off on Thanksgiving. But it doesn't matter because this is going to have already aired by then. So
it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, no, this will have aired or it would have already passed. Thanksgiving would have passed.
Okay.
I'll make an announcement on Instagram. But yeah.
So we're back.
Mm-hmm.
The next time it comes out.
Yes, whenever we come back.
To chase the...
It's a Wednesday. We know that.
Yes. To chase the 9th episode of Genie Make-A-Wish. So what did you think of our pod? What do you think of the pod? Submit your questions, thoughts, prayers, rants, or whatever at chasingkdrama@gmail.com. And we'd love to hear from you directly. Be sure to follow on our socials, like, subscribe, follow us on all of the things, the YouTubes, the Spotifys, the Apples. And we'll be back next week with our next K-drama chase. Sarangees!
Chasing K-Dramas is hosted and executive produced by Dulcé, Sloan, and me, Chrissy, Choi. I edit the audio and video, and our production is led by Thomas Yuen from TY Media and Go Get 'Em Productions. Our artwork is designed by Yice Cream. We're an indie podcast, and we're always looking for fun partnerships. If you're a brand that's interested in sponsoring our chases, or if you're a fan who just wants to stay in touch, please check out our website at chasingkdramas.com.